welcome to the Loving Spiritual Hands. Not only is my hand spiritual, but my voice is blessed. It's good to see you. Welcome back to one and all the way from DC, Baba to Nevada to Michigan to New York, my dear. Welcome back. All of us are one, covered underneath one blood. It's good to see you. I know that you're wealthy. I know that your health is in good order. I know that your finances are blessed. And most important of all, I know that you're being your genuine, true, authentic, original self. Because no one else have your identity, your fingerprint. No. They don't have it. Only you. You have your own fingerprint, so do I. Many blessings. Once again, before I get into today's video, can you please subscribe, leave a comment. I have been closed the comment section off because somebody has been promoting their business in my comment section. Maybe they thought I just came on YouTube looking for money. No. I have a, don't let me get no lawyer now. Watch self. Let's have some respect in flesh and in spirit. Hello. Today we're going to talk about protecting our feet. There's many ways. I'm going to show you something that's very basic. Keep in mind, not all spiritual workers is going to come up on here and we all going to talk about the same thing, okay? Because we all came from different wombs and different lands. Hello. So let's keep the message very, very positive for the ones that need it and need help. And don't try to go ahead and try to water it down or do any of that mess. Respect yourself. Hello. So today we have when you're going out with your feet, especially when you're dealing with spirits that are tracking you, spirits that want to know your business, people that are sending spirits on you to see what you're doing so they can mess up your life, try to be like you, try to imitate you, try to find out where you're at, where you're finna be, and where you're currently about to be, so they can either block it, delay it, or cause confusion wherever you go. Especially when you're dealing with, when you have nice things. People don't like when you have, oh no, child. They don't want to work for it, but when you work for yours, they want to come and put their own spells on you and try to cut you up for it. Very easy. Bottom of the sneakers, cascarilla. For those of us who are from Central America, efun. Depends wherever you're from. Or you can use white chalk. A lot of us should know that, especially the spiritual Baptists. By the way, shout out to Trinidad and Tobago. You could do any symbol your house use or what symbol is assigned to you. I don't know. You will have to ask your leader. They should have been taught you this. But you could just politely say, listen, hey, what symbol do we use? Basic one right here, the cross. Just like that. The one I like to use. Very simple. 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, and you take it coming down. I'm going to also write it for you on a piece of paper so you can see it one more time. This is a sigil symbol. See, you could do the cross and write it underneath there with the chalk or the cascarilla, white chalk. We know about the white chalk. You could do 1, 2, 3, go from the top, come down. This is what you should look like right here. This is what you should look like. I'm going to hold it up. I don't want to put it too much. Hopefully you can see it. And too much light. You got it right there? There you go. Either one. The cross is just a cross asking for help, and the other one in the bottom is a spiritual sign also asking for spiritual help. When you're going outside to protect the bottom of your feet, always on both sides. Look, don't keep that evil eye off of you, keep that envy off of you, keep that jealousy off of you. Just because somebody's spiritual don't mean that they're not going to be jealous of you. Especially in the spiritual community. You'd be surprised how many spiritual workers who will see people and just come dead stomp on with that envy and that jealousy, especially when they're tracking you to see what you're doing. When you have spiritual people that's tracking you, trying to steal your energy, your thoughts, your mind, and see what you're going to do so they can run and do it first. Protect yourself. Very good spray. We talked about that on my channel. The spiritual air freshener. Look at that. This one is St. Michael. Look. Go a little bit in there. A little bit in there. When you come home, definitely on the bottom. Put it on a piece of paper towel that's white. Take your shoes off at your door. Don't walk around in your house with your shoes that you had on from outside in your house. They will leave their mess at your front door. You will step in it and drag it throughout your house and have a whole heat frog going on. Or wherever it is that you're working. Whether you're working from home right now because of COVID, whatever it is that you're doing, whether you run a business from your home, whatever you're doing, protect your feet. That is an essential thing for you to do. Keep in mind, always ask them to keep your feet on even solid ground, not liquid, solid ground, so you will always stand right. You could have a spray bottle, put a little bit of Florida water in here. Look at that. When you come home, If you know you're going somewhere, you're trying to prepare yourself and you don't want people to know where you're going. Or when they're stalking you spiritually, you don't want people to know what it is you're doing. Very good method. You have children and you have to protect their feet when they're going outside. You'll be surprised how people will take out their revenge and they envy and jealousy on your children. Oh, you got this, I don't have it, let me make sure I destroy yours. Instead of them just going and getting it for themselves. And it's right there. It's right there, but it's too hard for them to do that. It's easy for them to steal. It's easy for them to try to go ahead and do spiritual work against you for the things that you have. And I'm saying, damn, we all got stuff. How did you come up with the plan to hurt somebody that worked hard for their stuff? Protect your children's feet, protect your husband's feet, especially if you're working in an environment that is hostile, that is full of people. I told you already, especially when you're working in hospitals, nursing homes, those places where you attract energy, especially the energy of death is always lingering in those places. Protect yourself. When you're leaving work, leave that stuff at the job. You're going to the cemetery, your root worker should have told you how to get into the cemetery. Don't just listen to them. Don't just listen to me. Use discernment. Use intellect, spiritual intellect. Don't just see somebody doing it and you think it's okay for you to do it and you go home and that they follow you. Then you're like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. You did something to me. No, you didn't do what you were supposed to do, or you didn't have the proper instructions. What's good for Peter may not always be good for Paul. You have to have spiritual intellect and discernment. Keep that in mind. It may work for me, it may not work for you. Something else may work for you. Start a YouTube channel, talk about it, inform the people. Keep that in mind. Love is love, it doesn't matter. Truth is truth. Sending you lots of love. Once again, all you need is the cascarilla. Rub underneath your feet, get them spirits off. Spray the inside with whatever spray you have. You could even use Florida water. If you want to take it up a notch, look at here. We got some salt. Don't use a whole bunch. Don't use a whole bunch. You could even put 2 grains of salt in there. Because trust me, when they're ready to hex you, they'll be writing your name and putting it in their sneaker and walking on it, trying to dominate your mind and control you. So go ahead. You could use the same spell except for the good things to go ahead and protect yourself, your family, your kids, your lovers, your mama, your daddy, it doesn't matter. Baba, doesn't matter. Keep that in mind. Protect yourself, especially now with a lot of stuff going on out there. But I know that you're spiritually sound. It's good to see you. Many blessings. Continue to be your authentic self. Keep that in mind. He who seeks knowledge begins with humbleness. That's the quote for today. The song for today is Junior Reed, One Blood. You could have come from Ethiopia. You could have come from Addis Ababa, whichever way you would call it. You could have come from Abuja. You could have come from Lagos. You could have come from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Doesn't matter. Spirituality's all there. All the slaves went there. If you're going to teach something, teach it right. Be truthful. Be honest. And most important, remember that people are looking up to you. Keep that in mind. People are looking up to you. Tell them the truth. It doesn't matter. Teach the truth. Much love. Ashe. I'm out. Let's get it.